Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for 967 subscribers as a recording of this YouTube video. I really much appreciate it. And remember that if you do enjoy the content, hit the sub button to help reach our 1k goal. Also, a very quick shout out to these individuals for being my most recent subscribers. Thank you very much for hitting the button and continuing to support the channel. So in today's video, we have the AX52, a weapon that I don't think a lot of people actually use. Its stats, when you look at it, is relatively low, much like the Soma Prime. Now, unlike the Soma Prime, this weapon does a ridiculous amount of damage now. It has and the reason for that is its augment. It has a unique augment that you could earn through one of the Nightways in the past. I'm not sure if you can get it now still somewhere in game. I have not looked at it, but it's called Biotic Rounds. When you do kill an enemy, shooting them at the weak point, you will gain 150% bonus viral and magnetic damage and status chance as well. That is absolutely colossal. This weapon does a stupendous amount of damage. It also has a unique trait where weak point hits gain 400% bonus crit chance, so there's no need for crit chance mods on this weapon whatsoever, which leaves a lot of room for more damage. And of course, it has another trait, also intrinsic trait, that if you hipfire, you have 60% bonus ammo efficiency. Now, in the gameplay, I'm using primary deadhead, and of course, I'm also using Wisp. Now, Wisp is gigantically boosting my fire rate on this weapon to an absurd degree. So I'm reloading a lot, okay? I'm reloading a ridiculous amount, but I'm also melting the enemies. Now, you can go with primary crux. I think primary crux would be a much better option day to day. To use with this weapon, so you don't have, you know, the constant reload animation up in your face. But it is really good. Now, just one thing to note, and I do mention it as well in the build segment, this weapon, if you don't have biotic rounds, it's not the end of the world. Biotic rounds can be replaced with magnetic capacity, which is the magnetic mod that you have for rifles. You can replace it with that, and then you can go ahead and, instead of, you know, having your companion do blast damage, for instance, set up your companion to do viral, or put nourish on your Warframe. There's a lot of options where you can actually get viral from in this game, a surprising amount. So yeah, it's not the end of the world if you don't have biotic rounds. However, if you do, it's gonna help you out quite a lot. This gun is insanely good. Like I said, it's only a 2-former build. It's really simple to set up, and yeah, I think overall a lot more people would use this gun if it was maybe a little bit more flashy. It's just essentially an AK, IRL AK. So yeah, it's very plain, but it is really good still. I immensely enjoy this gun. I do have a Riven for it, but of course in the build I don't use it. I'm not showing you guys the Riven gameplay because that's pointless. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go and then show you guys the build. After a few more seconds of gameplay, I'll show you guys the Simulacrum as well, just what you can expect and how it works, and yeah, then we'll close it off. Okay, so on to the build segment now. The AX52, it is, like I probably already mentioned, a very normal-ish gun for considering the universe that we are in. So yeah, it really works well. Now, just one thing about this weapon is that it chews through ammo. It's not like ammo is an issue because you pick up quite a lot of it, but it does chew through ammo. That's why its unique trait does enable you to have 60% bonus ammo efficiency if you do hipfire shots. But if you don't do hipfire, then, you know, aimed headshots have a 400% bonus crit chance. That's why you won't find any crit chance on this build. You really don't need it with 400% bonus crit chance. Really, it's not needed at all. So for this build, we are running Galvanized Aptitude. You'll see why in a second. Hunter's Munitions, because bleed procs go better. Thermite rounds for the heat on the weapon itself. Also, Radiated Reload for the extra reload speed, since you are going to be reloading a lot of this weapon. And of course, extra damage, which is radiation, which is great. Vital Sense, because crits. I have a lot of crits going on. Serration, because damage. I will never include any faction mods in my builds, by the way. I know 90% of the community absolutely despise faction mods, and that's why, yeah, I do have them, but I will never include them in my builds. I don't even use them myself, because it's, in my opinion, a schlep to do it every single time, and to have, you know, oh, I'm going up against Corpus, I'm going to switch out to Corpus now, it's stupid. In my opinion, of course, it's great if somebody else likes it, but in my opinion, it's a very silly thing. So that's why you will find normal damage mods on my builds. Or if it's not a normal damage mod, it will be something else. But no faction mods ever. Galvanized Chamber because multi-shot, I mean, yeah. And then Biotic Rounds. Now, Biotic Rounds is a very unique thing in this game. The reason for it is it plays very well into the strength of the weapon itself. Aimed headshots have 400% bonus crit chance. Now, Biotic Rounds, how it works is when you kill a target on his weak point, you will then gain 150% bonus viral and magnetic damage and status chance for 15 seconds. So once you kill an enemy in a mission, you're pretty much good to go, as long as you keep on, you know, spraying and killing people with headshots, or you know, doing weak point kills, if that makes sense, because stuff like Murmur don't really have heads, they have weak points. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So you're getting 2 extra status effects with this, and 150 bonus % of the damage of them, which is insane. As you can see in the background, I'll include some target practice for you guys in the Simulacrum. Yeah, it is insane. The first kill takes, you know, it's not like it takes long. You get the first kill and then you're off to the races, really. It's silly. This weapon is extremely powerful. If you look at the card, you would not say this weapon absolutely destroys everything, but it does. So yeah, that's the build we're going to run with. It's only 2 former, not expensive to set up. If you don't have Biotic Rounds, then I would suggest maybe putting in something like Magnetic Reload, I think it's called. Magnetic Capacity, there you go. Magnetic Capacity instead of Biotic Rounds, so you still get a magnetic damage. You don't get a viral, unfortunately. But you can have a different source of viral damage coming from your Sentinel, or maybe you have Nourish on your Warframe, which would help as well. In terms of the Arcane, now this is... There's basically 2 options here that you can use with the Arcane. It's primary Deadhead for the bonus damage and bonus multiplier, 30% bonus headshot multiplier, and of course the recoil reduction. This is 360% bonus damage. It's massive, okay? If you don't want to use that, you do have the option of going for primary crux. Now, if your primary crux is maxed out, actually I can upgrade mine. I only just noticed that. Now, if it is maxed out, you will have on weak point hit gain 30% bonus status shots, and ammo efficiency stacks up to 10 times. So 60% bonus ammo efficiency on max stacks. Now that will actually tie in very well with this hipfire shots. So you won't be reloading nearly as much as I did in the gameplay, and you'll have a bullet hose that does a stupid amount of damage if you do hipfire. If you only aim on sight and shoot, yeah, you're still going to be very much okay in terms of your ammo with the primary crux. So yeah, I think overall between the 2, I would say for quality of life, just overall gameplay, I would go for primary crux. It is better, but if you want damage and you want a lot of it, primary Deadhead, of course, is the choice. Yeah, that's it for the build segment. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick after, you know, the build, and now you guys know how to set it up. I'm going to show you guys the Simulacrum gameplay real quick and how it works. So essentially, you need to kill an enemy using headshot damage, vital point damage, whatever you want to call it. And once you do, you will get Biotic Rounds. Now your buff is active, and this is the result of it. These are level 200 steel path enemies, and yeah, you just absolutely shred them. There is absolutely no contest. Unfortunately, this weapon does not have any punch through, but overall, I mean, it's just ridiculous, and you can, like I said, you can completely just hip fire them, no problems there either, if you really want to, and just continue on like that. But overall, of course, you want to ADS for a juicy 400% bonus crit chance multiplier. And yeah, this is the result of it. Of course, these enemies are standing still, but there's no other buffs active whatsoever, by the way. I don't have any buffs on my Warframe, buffing my weapon damage, or I don't even have my companion with me on this. So yeah, that's the result of all the mods together. Yeah, so you guys know how to build your AX52 now. I need to say AK52. Your AX52. It's a really great gun. I highly recommend that you guys use it. It's great fun, like I said, and it's only 4 more, so the investment is really minimal overall. If you have a Riven for this weapon, you're going to have a great time, especially if you have one that maybe has ammo capacity, mag capacity, you know, that type of thing. Or multi-shot, that would work as well. Or maybe more elements, more slash, you can put that on as well. It would be great. Really, it would be amazing. Yeah, other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. Thank you all for the continuous support, really, it's been quite good. And I will see you all again in the next video. I know I haven't posted last week, but that's because I was on some maids, still on some maids, but overall, I'm getting better. So, yeah, I will see you all again in the next one. Have a great day, and peace out.